Good morning, students. This is third unit, and it's lecture first, which is material for repairs. Okay. Concrete is relatively durable construction material. It may suffer damage of distress during its life period due to number of reasons. Deterioration of concrete structure is the natural phenomena of the gradual degradation of constituent material brought about physical, chemical and mechanical process. A basic understanding of underlying causes of concrete deficiency is essential to performing meaningful evaluations and successful repair. If the case is understood, it is much more likely that an appropriate repair system will be selected and repair will be successful and maximum life of repair will be obtained. Selection of repair material is one of the most important tasks for ensuring durable and trustworthy repair. Though the prerequisite for a sound repair system is the detailed investigation and determining the exact cause of distress. Yet an understanding of the process of deterioration of the repair material under services condition is vital. Of course, availability of materials of relevance, equipment and skilled laborers have to be explored before deciding upon the repair material. Since cementitious products have a tendency to shrink and hardening with age, it is essential that the repair material for repairing concrete or plaster should be of known shrink type and compatible with parent materials. Now come to what are the essential parameters for repair materials. Besides being of compatible properties, repair material for cement, concrete, mortar shall also be easy to apply and require no attention after the repair has been applied. Final selection of material is made based on the relationship between cost, performance and risk. Cost, performance and risk. The essential parameters for deciding upon a repair material for concrete are low shrinkage properties, setting/hardening properties, workability, good bond strength with existing substrata, compatible coefficient of thermal expansion, compatible mechanical properties and strength to that of the substrata. Minimal or no curing requirement. Next is alkaline character, low air and water permeability, aesthetics to match with surroundings. Cost, durable, non-degradable or non-biodegradable, non-hazardous, non-polluting. नाउ कम टू हम अब एक एक जो पैरामीटर है एसेंशियल पैरामीटर उनको डिस्कस करते हैं. फर्स्ट वन इज लो श्रिंकेज. इट इज़ वेल नोन दैट द cementitious repair materials shrink with passage of time. Most of the shrinkage generally takes place in the initial period of the time of casting to 21 days. Therefore, cementitious repair material on its surface due to shrinkage strains and stress. Shrinkage cracks to develop in the repair patch would allow the easy access to atmospheric air and water, which could be harmful for concrete and reinforcement. It is therefore essential that the low shrinkage property of repair material shall be looked for while selecting a material for concrete repair. Cementitious material need additional no-shrink compounds so as to be effective in achieving the desired property. Using low cement content and low water cement ratio will also reduce the drying shrinkage. Setting and hardening properties. Second one is setting and hardening properties. It is desirable that the repaired structure shall be put to use at the earliest possible to reduce the downtime of plant, machinery, building or road. It is therefore essential that repaired patch shall harden in the minimum possible time. However, in exceptional cases, it could also be essential to have the slow setting property as a desirable property for repair materials. Such situation could be where more working time is required to work on repair materials or the repair process is intricate that more working time is required. Now come to the workability. The property desired by the field workers is good workability. Optimum workability is to be achieved without sacrificing the other desirable properties by use of suitable admixtures. And next one is bond with the substrate. The bond strength of repair patch with the substrate is essential to have a successful repair system. If it is felt that the bond strength of repair material with the base material is inadequate or less than the strength of the base material, then some other material means could be explored to improve bond strength between repair material and substrate. These could be use of adhesive, surface interlocking system, mechanical bonding, etc. Now it is the lecture first. Next parameter, rest parameters we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay, this is the rest part of lecture first. The essential parameter for repair work अभी तक हमने पढ़े थे, उसमें bond with substrate था. Now this is next parameter is computable coefficient of thermal expansion. The difference in volume change because of temperature variation can cause failure either at the bond line or within the section of lower strength material. Therefore, in the areas exposed to temperature variations, the patches of repair should have same coefficient of thermal expansion to ensure that no undue stresses are transferred to bonding interface or the substrate. Next parameter is compatible mechanical properties and strength. The hardened material shall have compatible mechanical properties, or rather slightly better strength than that of base material. जिस मटेरियल पे हमको लगाना है उससे ज़्यादा उसकी मैकेनिकल और कंपेटेबल मैकेनिकल प्रॉपर्टी होनी चाहिए। मींस अगर हम कोई ठोका पिंदी करें तो वो जो हमने पैच लगाया है या रिपेयर मटेरियल लगाया है वो वहाँ से हटना नहीं चाहिए, वो सस्टेनेबल होना चाहिए। दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज़ rather slightly better than that of base material and strains in loaded structure. This property of desirable to ensure uniform flow of stress and strains in loaded structure. It is well known that the elastic modulus of two concrete would be different for different crushing strength. So, if repair concrete is having strength much different than the base, it could lead to non-uniform flow of stress and may result in an early failure of the repair patch. Next property is minimal or no curing requirement. It is desirable that the repair material shall not have any curing requirement after the repair has been applied, or even if it is required, it should be minimal to ensure that the repair patch hardens and attains the desired strength without much post repair care. इसका ये मतलब है कि कोई भी रिपेयर हम करेंगे तो उसमें हमको मिनिमल या कम से कम या नो क्योरिंग, उसकी क्योरिंग नहीं करनी पड़े, ऐसा हमें रिपेयर मटेरियल यूज़ करना चाहिए। उसका कारण ये है कि अगर हम उसको क्योरिंग करेंगे तो क्योरिंग के लिए हमको टाइम चाहिए होगा, और उस टाइम के बीच में जो है हमारा जितना भी शटडाउन वाला मैटर है वो शटडाउन मैटर लॉन्ग चलेगा। सपोज़ करो हम कहीं रोड पे पैच वर्क कर रहे हैं तो उसको जल्दी से जल्दी ठीक करना है जिससे ट्रैफिक खुल जाए। एल्कलिनिटी in case of RCC it is important. Next is alkalinity. It is important to maintain the alkalinity of concrete around reinforcement with its pH 11.5 from corrosion protection point of view. In this context, it is necessary for the repair material to have chemical characteristics such that it does not adversely affect the alkalinity of the base concrete at a later date. Next parameter is low air and water permeability. Permeable material allows easy permeation of environmental chemicals including carbon dioxide, water, oxygen, industrial gases, vapors, etc. It is essential that the repair materials should have a very low air water permeability to provide protection to the reinforced concrete against ingress of harmful environmental chemicals. Okay, next point is aesthetics. एस्थेटिक्स का मतलब ये है कि दिखने में कैसा लगता है आफ्टर पैच वर्क। इट इज़ डिज़ायरेबल दैट द कलर एंड टेक्सचर ऑफ द रिपेयर मटेरियल शुड मैच with the structure and give aesthetically pleasant appearance. If needed be, this could be achieved through appropriate finishes. And next is cost. Next parameter is cost. Economics is important while considering various options for repair materials, but cheaper repair material should not be selected at the cost of performance characteristics. Now, next point is durability and bio non-degradability. The repair material selected should be durable under its exposure condition during the service life, against chemical attack, resistant to any form of energy like ultraviolet rays, infrared rays, heat, etc., and should be non-degradable. मतलब बायोलॉजिकल अटैक नहीं होना चाहिए उन पे, नॉन डिग्रेडेबल होने चाहिए, जैसे कि फंगस लग जाती है, इस तरीके का रीज़न नहीं होना चाहिए, और उनमें ड्यूरेबिलिटी होनी चाहिए अगेंस्ट केमिकल्स, अपने फ्यूम्स एंड हीट, इन सब के अगेंस्ट में उनमें रेजिस्टेंस होना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट पैरामीटर that is required for repair material is non-hazardous / non-pollutants. The repair material should not be hazardous to field worker. मीन्स वो ऐसा नहीं हो कि जो काम करने वाले हैं उन वर्कर्स की हेल्थ पे इफ़ेक्ट करे, मतलब पॉइजनियस मटेरियल नहीं होना चाहिए, है ना. However, adequate safety measures are required to be taken for repair materials which are hazardous to workers involved with their application, etc. These should also be environment friendly. ये जितनी भी हमने क्लासिफिकेशन पढ़ी हैं, ये एसेंशियल पैरामीटर्स पढ़े हैं, ये इनके लिए है कि क्या एसेंशियल पैरामीटर्स होने चाहिए किसी भी रिपेयर मटेरियल्स के लिए. नाउ कम टू द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ रिपेयर मटेरियल्स. रिपेयर मटेरियल्स को कैसे हम क्लासिफाइड करते हैं, इनको अब आप देखिए एक किस तरीके से इनको किस काम के लिए किस तरीके से क्लासिफाइड किया है रिपेयर मटेरियल को. Wide range of materials for repair of concrete is available, differing in cost and their performance into the following categories. First one is patch repair materials. Patch repair materials में first one is cementitious mortar / concrete. Second one is polymer modified cementitious mortar concrete. Third one is polymer mortar. Fourth one is quick setting compounds, high alumina, cement, calcium sulfate based. These are the patch repair material. And second one is injection grout. Injection grout में cementitious grout, polymer grout, sulfo-aluminate grout, and third one is bonding materials. Polymer emulsion type, polymer resin type. Now next one is resurfacing material. This is the fourth type classification, which is resurfacing material. Protective coating and membranes. Second, gunite shortcut. Third, overlays. जो ऊपर बिछाते हैं दैट इज़ कॉल्ड ओवरलेज. गुनाइटिंग, प्रोटेक्टिव कोटिंग, जो हम किसी को प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं, किसी भी मेंबर्स को बारिश के लिए या हीट के लिए, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड प्रोटेक्टिव कोटिंग. एंड गुनाइटिंग शॉर्टक्रीट इज़, सपोज़ करो कोई ब्रिक वॉल है उस पे हमको प्लास्टर नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, लेकिन उसके जो गैप हैं ब्रिक के बीच में उनको फिल करना है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड ग्रेनाइटिंग शॉटक्रीट, मतलब मसाले की छपाई। एंड नेक्स्ट इज़ ओवरलेस। ओवरलेस उसके ऊपर कुछ किसी भी कोई भी स्ट्रक्चर है, चाहे वो स्लैब है या बीम है, उसके ऊपर हम कुछ ऐसा प्रोटेक्शन करते हैं जिससे कि हमको उस स्ट्रक्चर को प्रोटेक्ट करना पड़े, दैट इज़ ओवरलेस। फिफ्थ वन इज़ सीलिंग मटेरियल्स। सीलिंग मटेरियल्स जैसे कि हम पाइप वगैरह को आपस में जोड़ते हैं तो उसके बीच में सीलिंग कंपाउंड लगाते हैं, दैट इज़ सीलिंग मटेरियल। सिक्स्थ वन इज़ वाटर प्रूफिंग मटेरियल। टॉयलेट्स पोर्शन में जब पानी लीक करता है या कोई भी ओवरहेड टैंक होता है, देन सीलिंग मटेरियल्स की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, दैट इज़ वाटर प्रूफिंग मटेरियल। एंड सेवंथ इज़ अदर रिपेयर मटेरियल्स। दीज आर कोरोजन इनहिबिटर्स, कैथोडिक प्रोटेक्शन एंड रीअल्कलाइजेशन। कोरोजन को नष्ट करने के लिए, कोरोजन को ख़त्म करने के लिए उसके ऊपर हम एक लेप लगाते हैं या कोटिंग करते हैं, दैट इज़ कोरोजन इनहिबिटर्स। कैथोडिक प्रोटेक्शन, जो हमारा जिस तरीके से कैथोड काम करता है उस तरीके से लोहे से जनरेट नहीं हो, लोहा डिसइंटीग्रेट न हो, इसके कैथोडिक प्रोटेक्शन काम में लिया जाएगा। रीअल्कलाइजेशन, अगर सीमेंट कंक्रीट की एल्कलाइजेशन वैल्यू कम हो रही है तो उसके लिए हम रीअल्कलाइजेशन करेंगे। दिस इज़ द फर्स्ट लेक्चर of the repair materials. Thank you.